Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Now, today's video is going to be about nonverbal learning disorder, NVLD. Before we get into what that is though, I need you to click down below. You see that red subscribe button? I need you to click it. You know you want to. Come join the fam. Let's have some fun. You're also going to want to hit the notification bell so that you can be told each and every time I post. Alright, let's get into this. So, I've mentioned nonverbal learning disorder a little bit. I figured I'd get into some more of the details because it's actually pretty common with girls with Turner syndrome. So, nonverbal learning disorder is when a person has trouble with things that are not verbal. So, social cues. So, somebody trying to change the subject gently. Sarcasm could be hard for somebody with NVLD to understand. Or to, not to understand, like somebody would understand sarcasm, but to understand that it was being used in that moment. Sharing inappropriately, in an inappropriate, socially inappropriate way. Having a tough time with word problems for math. So also it could be difficult for somebody with NVLD to remember certain things. Like there's a good memory, but they don't remember why it's important. It's also pretty common for it not to be diagnosed because people with NVLD are very well spoken, have a great vocabulary, can understand information, but don't process it the same way. So one of my teachers kind of put it this way: you get the small details of things, but not the bigger picture. Like, so for me, I'm the type of person, I'm really great at not great, but I understand history because I know like the timeline of history. Like I can say this happened, this person did this, this is when that, this happened, this is kind of the idea of it, this president did this, but I'm crap with dates. So it's kind of that, like, I know like bits and pieces of the different presidents, but I don't know like the exact order that they're in, or like biology makes sense to me, or chemistry, but I have a hard time with certain aspects of it. Like chemistry, like I got that different chemicals mixed together could make different things, but I had a harder time with like how that all fit in together, if that makes sense. So it's not that anybody with nonverbal learning disorder is any less intelligent. Oftentimes that's why it's not diagnosed, because they come off as super intelligent. It's just more confused as somebody that has ADD, ADHD, or Asperger's, or as a defiant child. And a lot of times it is coexistent with Asperger's, and can be misdiagnosed as Asperger's. So that is one of the reasons I decided to talk about it. I haven't officially been diagnosed with it, but doing the research for this video, I do see a lot of the common things. Like, for me, it is so much easier to learn something when I can talk about it rather than having to take notes. Like, that was another one of the reasons that social studies was easier for me, because I could ask questions and talk about it. Okay, this is what happened. This is when what happened after that, that kind of thing. I could verbalize it, and then I could understand it. I could remember it, and it was great. But it would be harder for me if I had to sit there and take notes, because it felt like it was a different part of my brain, like having to take the notes and all of that. But if I read it from a book, I was better off. So NVLD can do really funny things. So, and it's actually relatively new. It's not even in the DSM, which is the book that psychologists, therapists, things like that use to diagnose mental health and, issues like that or problems like that. It is not in the DSM yet, as of the DSM-5. So hopefully that will be put in soon so that there can be more studies on it and there can be more information and people can get more help. Being aware of what it is can help, because, okay, so, focusing on those social skills, like reminding a kid, yeah, not everybody wants to hear that you had to go to the bathroom this morning. Not everybody wants to hear that, your breath stinks, or, those social things. Just how to go about social interaction can be helpful. So yeah, let's keep an eye out for that. I hope it is something that is in the next DSM. If you guys have anything that you know of that would be nonverbal learning disorder, if you have a difference in the way that you learn like that, comment down below so I know. Alrighty. Thank you. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.